of this country, the fact that you can choose whatever kind of media you want now. And I guess I would argue that this has come about because news has been looked at, or has been looked at for the past 20, 30, 40 years in this country as a profit making enterprise. Back when we were growing up in the 60s watching Walter Cronkite, the news was kind of a loss leader. They didn't have to make money. And somewhere along in the 70s, we got the $1 Million Anchors, and we realized that news could make a lot of money. And I would argue that that's when these networks and these newspapers and things like that began to target their audience so that they could, hone in on the people who want their product. And that's how the news has become so bifurcated. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and I agree with you, because I think what people forget is that now this is about money. This is everything you listen to is a business, and they're all doing this. Trump has been great for everybody because he's just drawing massive ratings for everybody.
Right.
And while they sit there and they rip them apart, they actually love him.
I love that you said that, because it was Ted Koppel that was on with Brian Stelter from CNN and said if you didn't have President Trump, you wouldn't have ratings to CNN.
Well, look at how CNN and all the other cable networks carried his rallies when he was a candidate from start to finish.
Listen, we can't cry and talk radio when we don't have things like Hillary Clinton talking about Benghazi and President Trump coming out and saying some of the things that he said that we don't have stuff to talk about, because we certainly do. But we want to inform and educate the public. That's what I always like to say. He is Roy Santoro, author of Broken News, Journalism in Crisis. We will be back with Roy, 40 years in the business, to talk, continue to talk about the Kavanaugh confirmation, and apparently going to be sworn in pretty quickly, along with the verdict in the Van Dyke trial. Lauren Cohn, John Dempsey here on WLSAM 890.